Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don Channel. We're here on Hollywood Boulevard on the far east end of town. Wanted to, I got a recommendation from a viewer, so I wanted to come over here and check it out. And middle afternoon right now, big dually here, kind of taking up 2 lanes. Those dualies are pretty bad on gas from what I've read. You have 6 tires in contact with the road. Oh my goodness, these lights. The lights over here on Hollywood, very sensitive to the cross streets. This car wasn't even here when the light first turned yellow, the one that's turning now. I think the Mormons get special treatment or something because of the temple being up here. Anytime a car approaches the light here, it automatically turns green for them so they can just continue unfettered up to the church, the Mormon temple up there at the end of Bonanza. We feature that in a few of our videos. Check those out in our video library. Road work ahead, of course there is. There's always road work. They should just put signs up that say, State Flower in Bloom. Big orange and yellow state flower. Of course, the state flower here is the same state flower as there is in the other 49 states. I know every time I've traveled, there's been construction everywhere. There's no limit to the construction they'll put up here. Yield on flashing arrow, the light says there. I know in Florida, where I came from, they had these like, there was one red light on top and then they kind of branched out, forked out into 2 different lights beneath it rather, and it said one was yellow for the turn lane and one was yellow for the through lane, but it was a yellow arrow and then a green arrow underneath it and a green, regular solid green on the right of it, right? So here I don't see those. I just see these flashing yellows. When you saw that in Florida, if the main through light was green, solid green, the lights on the left side, the left panel, were not illuminated. So it was the same pretty much as yield to oncoming traffic, pretty much. This is Mount Hood here. Mount Hood Street. We have a lot of videos of our time up and down Mount Hood Street. So if there was no light on that left panel in Florida, you would just go ahead and go when it was safe to do so. Here that just says flashing yellow. Yield when flashing yellow. Of course, then again, that's assuming everyone knows what the word yield means, and judging from what we've seen in a lot of these videos, that's not a very common understanding, I think, among a lot of drivers here in Vegas. Desert Solitude Street there we just passed. This is Sloan Lane here. This is a wash that's right on the other side of it. When it rains here, there is no chance for the water to soak into the ground. The ground's all very hard here. So it just kind of pools and puddles and ponds up, and then it becomes floods. And so the washes are designed to carry the rainwater out to Lake Mead, which is our primary water source out there. But we still have problems with flooding in a lot of areas around town. Thinking of Eastern Avenue, south of Sahara, on the east side of town. And then we have this dipsy doodle here. These 2 little mini channels, if you will, that carry the rainwater out. No warning about it whatsoever. No sign saying dip or anything like that. It's just figure it out. And if you have to go get new suspension on your car, super. You're contributing to the local economy. This is Christie Lane. We've done a lot of videos of our time up and down Christie Lane, and there is a vendor right there on the right. I'm sure they have a business license. And they probably have a recent health inspection too. I'm sure of it. As we travel northbound now on Christie Lane, Snoring Court on our right, Snuggler's Court on our right there, dumpsters on our left. Oh, this reminds me of Summerlin. out in West Las Vegas. Looks just like Summerlin, doesn't it? Got some tagging on the concrete over here on the right. We got a mattress hanging out up there. Had a viewer suggest that I come up here just past Owen. So they had a juice vendor down there at the last stop sign. We come up to this stop sign, which is what? Maybe 3/8 of a mile, maybe half a mile at the most up here. And there's another one. There cannot be this much business out here for all of them. There just can't, right? Unless they're all owned by the same person. And they're just putting people out here. But I wonder if those oranges were imported legally into Nevada. Right? Because when you go into California, they have the little air aggregation check stations. Aggregation, not, what am I saying? Agricultural check stations, where they check your vehicle to see if you're carrying any fruit into the state of California. They do that on Interstate 15, Interstate 80. They do it on US Highway 395. I'm gonna make this left here onto Meekley. Oh yes. Yep, we've got an encampment here. They were right. The viewer that recommended this. The police will come every once in a while and they'll move them out, and they just move around. Once the police are gone, they may go right back to where they started, because they know the police aren't going to come back. This is Shaner Lane here at Meekley, M-E-I-K-L-E, for our friends following along at home. Nice shot of the mountains right there in front of us, but in the foreground here, we have some encampments. Igou Lane, I-G-O-U. Looks like a little dirt road there. Yep. There they are there. And then you have, looks like construction work up there ahead. And someone on a little scooter there. Make a left here onto Christie again. So yeah, this is a problem. Widespread problem here on this side of town. So this is closed. They've got all sorts of construction here all over the place now. So we'll make a left here onto Lake Mead. The Christie Lane, you used to be able to take this up to where they're extending Cary over to Hollywood Boulevard. It looks like that construction is taking up that space there now. Got a green light here. See the taco truck there. Meat Market Carniceria. As we're now westbound on Lake Mead Boulevard, East Lake Mead Boulevard, Car Watch, W-A-C-H. I love these guys that just pull out in the traffic. It's like they expect you to stop for them or something. This says Rubalcaba Taco Shop here on the left. So we come up here to the light at Nellis Boulevard. And we'll wait for the light at Nellis. We'll pause it here. Got the green light here at Nellis, so we'll continue westbound here on Lake Mead Boulevard. All of this on the east side of town. And when I talk about, when we do videos out in Summerlin and down in Henderson, especially South Green Valley, south of the 215 Expressway, or Beltway as it's called here, it's you don't see this. The roads are pretty much in good shape. We're going to make a left here onto Lamont. They've got a car wash up there. Oh, I could have gone there. Killer Sound, it says over here on the right. guessing that's a stereo install type of establishment. Want to shout out to member Lance. Lance, thanks for being a member, buddy. We appreciate you. And I will go this one. We have a Monaco middle school over here on our left, and an elementary school here on our right across the street from each other. So many schools in this town. So many, but always bottom 5 in educational outcomes and achievements. Every year. Never fails. 7-Eleven man, one of the cherished members of our community here on the Vegas Don channel, he has done a little research into why, and it's pretty complicated, the reasons as to why we're always bottom 5. It has to do with funding per pupil and testing and all sorts of different variables. I think if they just get rid of the heavy, bloated educracy, the bureaucracy there at the school board, just let teachers teach, do what they love. I think that'll result in some improved outcomes. This is Bartoli Drive. This road here we featured a couple times, but you never know what we're going to see in here. So I like to come in here and show you. See, they have speed bumps on this road? Not necessary. Look at the condition this road is in. This is Las Vegas. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. With a dumpster all tagged up right there in front of you. Brings us out here to Marion. We're going to flip it around here and make a U-E in just a moment. Oh my God, that's a big pothole. Yikes. I hope I don't bottom out there. Okay. Goodness, I would not want to own a new car in this town, in this neighborhood here. It would just get destroyed. Suspension would be gone. So you look at some of the buildings here. This was also a recommendation from a viewer. If you have any other places in town, be sure to recommend them to me. Just hanging clothes out there. And then this minivan parked here. It's up on a wood block there, it looks like. Bars and windows on first floor and second floor windows and doors there. This Escalade here looks like it's been stripped down. Yep. A lot of cars in here. Look at the Suburban on the right. It's got no tags on it. We see that all over town. Here, a lot of vehicles without tags. This car on the left has missing its front end. It's a Dodge Magnum. It's wow. Really makes you wonder. Come back up here to Kell Lane. Make a right here real quick. And I will pull in here. Show you this little neighborhood in here. All these buildings kind of look the same here. You got some solar screens on up over the windows there. Want to say thank you also very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us on YouTube and on TikTok. It helps recommend us to other viewers on YouTube and TikTok. Also helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm, and the almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other viewers here on YouTube and TikTok. So please check out the gear available. Vegas Don merch, the Vegas Don logo on top of the Las Vegas Strip skyline as designed by my beautiful wife, Logan, on the shop section of our YouTube channel. We want to thank you all so very, very much. A heartfelt thank you from all of us here at the Vegas Don channel. We would not be here without you, and that's a fact. So always remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it's the journey. We'll see you next time, folks.